What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with the new set from the Premier League Season 4. Not really new, been played a while ago, but what are you going to do? I can't cast every single day for as long as I would like. So we're just going to be taking it one set at a time. Both teams really respecting each other's carry with the Gyrocopter as well as the Lifestealer band that will allow for Batrider, Keeper of the Light, Darkseer all to get in. And Fnatic instantly going to go with the Keeper of the Light as well as Lone Druid. It's going to be between them and Team Empire. We see Fnatic running a couple of stand-ins. Looks like Hani as well as Fly are currently gone. Standing in for them is going to be Syndran as well as K. So hopefully they will still be at top form, so we could see some good games between these two very strong teams. On Team Empire, well, they're going to go for the Batrider as well as the Puck. Scandal's Puck is... Hell, Scandal is a mid lane here. No, it's not Scandal anymore. It's Vigos. Right. Forgot about that. But either way, Puck and Batrider, it's probably going to be divided between Scandal and Vigos. I'm not too sure how they're going to run this, but still, they will have that very powerful Puck to really hold down that mid lane. Batrider most likely going to be the hard lane hero for Team Empire, and well, it's not really shaping up to be any sort of real strategy just yet. Going for a couple of heroes. Might go for their carry hero in the third pick, get one in each lane. It is going to be one in each lane, but not the carry hero. They're going to go for a very early Rubik. Keeper of the Light, not really the hugest of spells to cast. If you could steal a Spirit Form Illuminate, that's really fun for Rubik, but chances are you're not going to be stealing that. Lone Druid, of course, pretty useless to steal spells from, but they just want to prioritize their support, make sure that they get themselves that support hero at all. And Fnatic, going to go with the Night Stalker as the third pick. The Night Stalker is one of those heroes who you see on occasion, but you don't see often enough so that you would prioritize taking him in the first three over anyone else, really. But that being said, Night Stalker is still an incredibly powerful, aggressive, early mid-game hero, and you could use him people typically use him in either one of two ways. One, you either go full-on aggressive early game, and you try to end the game before the Night Stalker reaches like 40 minutes in which case, unless he's been building damage the entire time, which is unlikely, he's not too useful. Or you just use the Night Stalker for the early game, and then just have a very solid 4-1 strategy with the Night Stalker, getting ganks around the map with the other three heroes, then just allowing space for that final carry hero to farm. Right now they do have the Lone Druid, which is a decent carry hero, although he is very powerful in the mid-game as well. So Fnatic could look to pour on the aggression early, which is why we see Team Empire banning out that Chen from Fnatic.
10 seconds remaining.
But the way Fnatic want to run this is really going to depend on what the bans are going to be from Team Empire. And going up against a Puck, Batrider, Rubik in a early mid-game fight with the Night Stalker, you could be really aggressive on those heroes, and they really can't do much about it. So it might be Fnatic going for a very aggressive early kind of pushing and killing game, as opposed to the buying space for the Lone Druid game. Either way, the Lone Druid will look to take down towers fairly early with that Demolish on his bear, and unless they want to lane the Lone Druid in the solo hard lane, then Team Empire should not have much to do about it. Team Empire looks like they're gonna focus a lot of the pushing. Actually, they're expecting the hard lane from the Lone Druid. Trixie's Druid is pretty solid on that hard lane, and then of course you need someone for the for Eero to play, and that could be the Luna, or I guess it could have been. Not too sure who's going to be playing the Night Stalker with these stand-ins, but regardless, hopefully the Night Stalker is competent. I know that Syndran, last time I saw Syndran play Night Stalker, I think he did pretty well, so I'm pretty sure he also just likes the hero. I could just be whacked out of my mind, though. Who knows?
10 seconds.
So regardless, Fnatic do have that option. Team Empire don't really have that flexibility right now. I mean, with that Night Stalker pick, it's kind of forcing Fnatic into one of two strategies, which is, both a good thing and a bad thing for Team Empire. They have to prepare for either of those two strategies, which means they need to pick up a carry hero who's not paper, who could actually withstand the Night Stalker ganking. They could go for someone who's extremely tanky, like a Dragon Knight, which I'm not too sure if that's really Team Empire's, that's Team Empire's style. But if they go for something like the Phantom Lancer, then they'll have to be careful, because that silence is going to be very annoying to not only him, but also the Puck. So they have to find a good balance of heroes that can withstand the Night Stalker, as well as support each other. So even if they can't withstand the Night Stalker alone, they could teleport support in and hopefully get through that the first night that way. Rubik is one of those heroes that he could teleport in or just move in and protect you from the Night Stalker, but if he himself is the one getting engaged upon, then he's probably not going to survive, just being such a soft hero, and without having the option to cast spells. That'll also be a little bit of pain for him. Night Stalker is also reliant on having a very good early game laning phase. The more you shut him down, the more likely he's going to be unsuccessful during the first night time. And with Empire, Batrider as well as Puck both have the potential to really shut down a Night Stalker, especially if we see some early rotation from the Team Empire side. See the final ban is going to be that Shadow Demon, get rid of more setup from Team Fnatic. But yeah, Empire could shut down the Night Stalker hard, and the harder they shut him down, the less they have to worry about him. So Night Stalker is really reliant on that first nighttime phase, and if you really lock him down during that time, then he's definitely not going to be as large a threat that he otherwise could have been. So now that the bans are all out of the way, Bane, Naga, as well as the PL being the bans out for Fnatic, really getting rid of those illusion-based heroes, because they don't want to deal with that confusion. They will have the Keeper of the Light with Illuminate, which is pretty damn good at clearing illusions, but possibly they're going to go for even more single target focus. Lone Druid and Night Stalker, both inherently single target focused heroes, where you just stick the bear on one person, you void, silence one person, and then you beat them to death. So they might not be looking to get so much more AoE. They will still need another support hero, someone who would ideally set up for the Keeper of the Light, but Rubik and Shadow Demon already gone. Bane as well being banned out by Fnatic themselves. So we will see how this actually pans out for Fnatic. They will need another support hero, and depending on the support pick, they could either go for that super aggressive 4-1 strategy, or just sit back and or go really aggressive with everyone going in full aggression. Team Empire, their pickup is going to be the Lina, so another guaranteed stun. You need as many stuns as you can when you're going up against the Night Stalker. Rubik as well as Lina set up for a solid stun combination, and then Empire just waiting on their last pick for Blow Your Brain to play. Lifestealer has been banned out on the first run, actually. Gyro, Luna, all not in the pool right now. PL even being banned out. Naga, kind of unconventional ban there, but is a really the real show-stopping abilities of the Naga makes it difficult for the Night Stalker to engage. So Empire still looking for their primary carry, unless they want to do something like a Storm Spirit, which is going to be a little bit risky. Night Stalker is pretty good counter to that Storm Spirit. Once you get that silence on that guy, then he's not going to be too happy about that. That would mean that Empire would have a lot of aggression to really just fight fire with fire versus the Fnatic squad. It would be an incredibly risky play. If someone's going to run a turbo aggressive strategy on you, running a turbo aggressive strategy right back at them is probably not what you want to do, like 9 times out of 10, just because the game becomes more and more like a coin flip, and you don't want to really let the game be decided on the flip of a coin. Fnatic going to go for the Earthshaker, so a little bit of a defensive pick from them. But if Earthshaker gets a lot of gold, then gets a quick Blink Dagger, it could be a devastating force. But more often than not, you see Earthshakers running around with nothing, like boots 20 minutes into the game. But he will be a defensive hero, possibly to protect that Lone Druid. That will give them a good amount of AoE as well. Although Team Empire really not looking to push, not looking to get any illusion heroes, really, because there's no other illusion heroes left in the pool. So Empire's going to get the Alchemist. Calling it right now. It's going to be an Alchemist pick. But Earthshaker will allow for Team Empire to defend their core heroes, the Lone Druid as well as the Night Stalker. But against Team Empire's team, it's going to be a little bit risky. Team Empire right now, they're set up for a good amount of team fight. They have a lot of burst damage, pretty much only burst damage, as well as some decent initiation. And if you can initiate on that Earthshaker with the silence, with the lasso, or with anything really, then he is he's a very easy hero to drop. And Team Empire, let's see if they're going to go for more of that team fight with something like a Faceless Void, or go for the Alchemist. Oh, a Mirana. Oh no, I said in the last game that I just casted, where it was a Mirana pickup from Alliance / No Tidehunter, that it was VP that ran the Mirana, but I was wrong, it was Team Empire. And the Mirana pick, I'm not too sure how much I like this. I'm always hating on Mirana just because of how I think that she's kind of a useless hero. But against the Night Stalker, that silence is going to be absolutely crippling for Mirana. if she could get a lot of farm, then she could be
10
fine, or if she could go
seconds remaining.
super aggressive and kind of be that counter ganker, counter initiation Mirana
5
with
seconds
the Moonlight Shadow to keep everyone alive, and with the arrow to hopefully peg the Night Stalker, keep him in tower range, then she could be effective. Rubik, Lina, as well with Juggernaut for the last pick from Fnatic. That is interesting as well. Okay, so yeah, Blow Your Brain on Mirana is going to have a very easy time hitting those arrows with the telekinesis as well as the LSA to kind of line up for that. They should have a very, very easy time hitting those stuns. But the question is, with that final Juggernaut pick, is that they have to, will they be able to chain stun perfectly? It should be pretty easy with telekinesis setup. LSA is guaranteed to hit that point, and arrow should be guaranteed to hit, like 80% chance of hitting at that point. But it really depends on how Team Empire want to really run their lanes. Usually when you see a Juggernaut pick, it's pretty much for pushing. You get early points of that healing ward, and let's go for Dr. Kleiner again, Storm Spirit, why not? It's usually for pushing, because you get that healing ward, which is a ridiculous amount of healing. And I guess it can benefit the Lone Druid, but more probably we're not going to see Trixie and Ira in the same lane for a good amount of time. And first, let's just go over who's playing what. Ira is going to be on that Juggernaut going towards the bottom lane. Trixie is on the Lone Druid heading up towards top. No Tail is going to be soloing mid as the Night Stalker. He's going for as quick a bottle as possible, really, or I guess without risking too much. Syndrome is going to be playing that Keeper of the Light supporting on the bottom lane, as is Kay on the Earthshaker, going to be heading down there as well. Blow Your Brain on the Mirana is going to be on the bot lane with Silent on the Rubik, and I expect to see this guy, Go Black, the Lina also joining them. Scandal still on this mid lane as the Batrider, and Vigos actually heading towards the top as the Puck. So it is going to be a try versus try situation, and what Fnatic do have working for them is the fact that Magic Community will completely screw over Team Empire's combination, as well as the fact that Rubik, Lina, as well as Mirana, they're all very, very soft heroes, and if you could keep a stun on them, then, well, probably Mirana is not going to die. She has, wow, boots level 1, even got funneled some restoratives by Silent, but oh, wait, no, they're going to protect the Puck. They're leaving a hard lane Mirana here. So, Empire, they're really, really reliant on the two heroes of Batrider as well as Puck. Right now, Empire have a huge, huge early game lineup, and Go Black even taking a huge chunk of damage from that level 1 engagement. They might actually go for an engagement right back on Trixie. LSA is going to land, as is the telekinesis. Trixie getting it right click down, possibly does have a salve. Will he get bursted down with these right clicks? Needs to pop the salve, he will. And he will walk out of there alive with those boots of speed picked up very early. He was funneled some restoratives as well. But Blow Your Brain on this bottom lane, his objective is going to be to survive, and with 1 point of leap, which he should pick up, he should be able to do decently versus this lane. I mean, the Earthshaker stun is definitely very dangerous, and as is the spin. But between the leap and the fact there's only one stun on the Fnatic side, then Blow Your Brain should be able to survive on this lane. Whether or not he's going to get any farm is an entirely different question, but hell, if he gets a couple of levels, he's going to be happy, I'm sure. Mid lane Scandal already starting off very aggressively versus No Tail, who immediately picking up that magic stick after seeing that Batrider go to the mid lane. Really, it was a toss-up whether or not Batrider or Puck was going to be the hero to be in the middle lane. So No Tail thinking it was Puck, turns out to be wrong, but he's going to be okay. Just popping that magic stick, going to be able to last hit with Void. Although Scandal, burning a lot of mana, has already picked up his bottle, has ensured that he maintains dominance over this lane. Night Stalker will be able to get levels as well as a couple of CS with that Void. But if Scandal just keeps playing super aggressively with that Napalm, then the Night Stalker probably isn't going to get all too much. You don't really need much as Night Stalker. If you get a lot of levels in the early game, then you should be fine. But Scandal, as he keeps a whole lot of stacks onto that Night Stalker, he is filling up the magic stick, but at the same time, he's looking for kill opportunities whenever he can. As soon as he gets possibly level 4, he could get that kill, and Tori, you got to get out of there. Careful, man. You can see Blow Your Brain in this bottom lane, just trading hits with Syndrome, and Blow Your Brain at this point completely zoned out from any sort of gold or experience. Level 2 is picked up on Blow Your Brain, but Mirana is a hero that, well, if you're going to play her as a mid-game kind of roamer ganker, you need levels, and if you're going to be playing her as a more intense semi-carry, a more farm-oriented role, which is what we see from Team Empire. I mean, who's going to carry if not the Mirana? Then you need gold. And, well, she's getting neither right now, so, Empire, they're really going to rely heavily on this Puck to make a lot of things happen, as well as the generals, really their intelligence heroes, going to be holding down the fort. For most of the game, Blow Your Brain's really not going to be a huge factor. Arrow is going to land onto Syndrome, doing a lot of damage with those creeps as well. Syndrome getting dropped really low. Fisher onto Blow Your Brain just to ward him back. Ira, in the meantime, just farming that lane. But Empire, They have a very I don't know about their lineup. This Mirana pick I feel doesn't fit, and what's more, the way that they're laning the Mirana doesn't make much sense either. I mean, who are you going to really sacrifice in this lane? I guess you could make the Batrider jungle, put the puck in the mid lane, and then have a tri-lane for Blow Your Brain, but at that point, it would probably be better. You would ensure Mirana gets farm, and you could still go aggressive. Like, Lone Druid is fairly easy pickings for the Lina, Rubik, and Mirana tri-lane. But with this, they're getting a lot onto their intelligence heroes, which means that they're going to be pumped for the mid game. But come late game, if Fnatic have more than enough, like they're leaking with control and killing potential versus Team Empire. I mean, they have Night Stalker, Juggernaut, as well as Lone Druid. And each of those heroes, I mean, Night Stalker usually in the late game doesn't do too much damage. Juggernaut usually goes for more of a utility role with drums and stuff like that. But who did I go for? Like, Lone Druid will be able to do a lot of damage. Empire, who's going to be doing the damage late game? Because the damage that they're going to have is pretty much 100% burst, as I said before. Burst magic. And as the game prolongs, they're not going to have any of that scaling physical, which Fnatic is going to be having pretty much way too much burst physical. Now see Batrider's going to Firefly the creep wave, wants to pressure No-Tail off the lane as much as he can. He's doing a very good job just now. The bottle is... Oh, is that a mistake? Well, maybe. Gotta have his own pet courier, No-Tail. He's going to find a haste rune on this top lane. Bottle just now being picked up for the Night Stalker, who's holding on to a couple points of his spells. 1 point in Void, 2 in the Hunter of the Night. I don't know why you would go for this build, like, ever. Because you're never going to not max the Void. It's pretty much what lets you be a threat. If you don't have the Void, then you're just a big meat sack that moves really quickly. I can understand if you hold points, if you have, like, at this point 3 in Void and then nothing else, because you want to save it for Crippling Fear, or you want to go for that Hunter of the Night. But this is very interesting. Let's see what he's going to do with this courier. What? Okay, he's going to have his own personal Bottle Crow. I was like, is he going to buy a third courier? Really? This is like taking Pinoy Dota to a whole new level. But that's not what's going to be happening. Let's see how Vigos is farming on this top lane. 27 for 10. Doing pretty well. Juggernaut, though, having the easiest time on this bottom lane. 30 for 13 on here. With 2 points in Healing Ward, they could look to make a push happen early on. Blow Your Brain, still with not much at all, has only picked up 1 deny, which I'm sure Fnatic aren't even going to notice. So, yeah, Blow Your Brain really can't defend this push. There's nothing that he could do. Having Restoratives ferried out to him, but really, at that, even if you do have full mana, full health, what are you going to do against this? Illuminate can clear off the Creep Wave. Ira going to drop level 2 Healing Ward onto this tower, and this tower is going to take a little bit of damage. Not the biggest Creep Wave coming in just yet. There's the Fissure to open up. Illuminate is going to follow through. Blow Your Brain going to get dropped down to half HP, even after using that salve. And Ira, is he going to use the Healing Ward? Do they actually want to commit to this? Yes, they do. Arrow going to fly. Oh, perfect split from K as well as Syndrome. The creeps will get a little bit more longevity because of this Healing Ward. Even Ira tanking up a couple shots, because why the hell not? But we do have rotation coming in. Here comes Vigos, level 6 on the puck, and Fnatic, they seem to know about it. So they even see puck coming on in, and that is something that they really don't want to deal with right now. That was supposed to be easy damage on the tower, not even trying to really go for a tower destruction. If they got it, so be it. But they just wanted to put a little bit of damage on the tower, and really they didn't spend that much to get it. Ira is going to burn a Clarity, and Healing Ward's going to be back up again soon enough. Where's Blow Your Brain going to go? He's going to return to this bot lane, actually, where Silent is here to support him. We see Scandal as well as Vigos on this mid lane. They're going to try to bait the Night Stalker into coming in, who's currently, well, just hunting. He's going to go towards the top lane, but he has no boots. He has no nothing. He's level 3 on Void, which does a lot of damage, yes, but he won't really be able to chase. Silent now going to spot out this enemy Night Stalker. There's the Void, and the right clicks are going to commence, but really that's about it. Illuminate going to fly through, hit onto Blow Your Brain. Dual teleportations coming in from both Go Black as well as Scandal. They want this Night Stalker dead. Here comes Vigos, going to latch him with that Dream Coil. No-Tail immediately going to break it. Is there a Flame Break? Is there body blocking? Flame Break going to help the Night Stalker, actually. And 7 minutes in, we're still going to see no First Blood, at least not yet. Oh, here we go. First Blood being picked up by Ira with that spin. He's now picked up enough levels for that Omni Slash. Can go into treads and get an Omni Slash into Blow Your Brain. Perfectly played by Ira. That was just beautiful right there. Rarely do you see the immediate impacts of switching into treads, but right there, that was it. That was it. Switching to the treads, getting that additional 40 mana for that Omni Slash, finding a kill on the Mirana. getting himself a double kill as well as first blood. Era just got his farm accelerated by so much. You could see it in the gold per minute chart. And in the meantime, No Tail dove deep for Silent. Even when, just now picking up boots, he's going to run right past Go Black. LSA going to miss. There was no arrow available anyway, so No Tail is just going to book it on out of there. Empire, right off the bat, I mean, 0 kills up to 7 minutes and 10 seconds, but once that 8-minute mark happens, 0 down, 3 kills to none. And this shouldn't be happening for Empire's lineup. What they need to do right now is, they need to be the ones going aggressive, which seems silly to say when there's a Night Stalker on the other team. But if they wait for too long, then it's just not going to happen. It's just impossible. It's 100% not going to happen. Because all these heroes from Fnatic are going to get farm. Even Trixie now, abandoning the top lane, even has 28 CS, whereas Blurbrain's still at 0. Not a single last hit onto Blurbrain. And at this point, level 3 versus level 7, he can't even get last hits even if he wanted to, unless he uses his spells. Because Era is just going to be doing this. He has so much base damage over this Mirana that Mirana simply cannot get these last hits. Every single creep is being denied. And Blurbrain, the problem with this is that if you lane a Nature Prophet, oh, we got a last hit. Very well done, Blurbrain. If you lane a Nature Prophet down here, if you lane a Darkseer down here, and you get shut down this hard, then you say, screw it, I'm going to go to the jungle, and I'm going to get my farm that way. If you lane a Mirana down here, what is your contingency plan? They don't have one. I guess you could say, I'm going to go roam with Sacred Arrow, but there's a really long cooldown, and you don't really have the mana pool to support it, and the fact that it's not even a... It's not a magic missile. It's not a guaranteed hit at all, by any means. So Mirana's kind of shafted down here. She's right above Earthshaker on the gold per minute chart, who also has 1 CS, and Kay has been roaming, just playing that defensive zoning role for the entire game. That's really what you would expect from Earthshaker, but, once Earthshaker hits level 6, he can make things happen. Mirana, she could definitely help out with the Moonlight Shadow, but it's definitely going to pale in comparison. So this Empire pickup and laning decision, extremely questionable, I would say, because right now they're essentially putting themselves at a 4v5. Fissure is pretty much guaranteed to hit, whereas Arrow, not so much. So let's see if Fnatic can actually capitalize on this fact. No Tail, even trying to go for a kill on the Silent Solo, but here comes Scandal. LSA is going to land as the Flame Break, going to push him right back into a lasso. The Firefly is up, but it should have enough damage. There's the stick charges. Corey even going to deliver his bottle halfway through. It is going to be enough with another LSA landing. Batrider going to find the kill up there on the top lane, but in the meantime, bottom lane, Blurbrain, got to be careful. Omni Slash is up, and if Blurbrain gets hit by that, then he is definitely going to die. With 3 slashes of that sword, you are dead meat. Healing Ward is going to be dropped, and they're going to finish off the rest of the bottom lane's tower, bottom tier 1 tower's HP, as well as find a, never mind. I don't know what I was going to say, but Juggernaut eating an arrow to the face, but level 1 arrow, he's going to be happy to do that. He was restored within no time because of that healing ward, and I really don't know what Empire are planning right now. I mean, yes, Vigos as well as Scandal are insanely good players, and you could trust them to do a lot of things, but you can't trust them to outcarry a team of 5. And now Vigos might be in a little bit of trouble if they get an entangle, especially the beatdown from No Tail is going to be enough, actually. Level 8 on this Night Stalker, no silence needed. Really don't like it when any Night Stalker really doesn't get a point of silence against Batrider. Against all these heroes, look at these heroes, you could shut them down completely with 1 point of that silence. And I mean, Hunter in the Night is all well and good, 5% movement speed, some attack speed as well. I think silence would have been so much better. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Get silence level 1. Keep it up there until you max out your other skills. Here comes the arrow. Did that do damage? I didn't even see. I'm pretty sure it didn't even do damage. Blurbrain is going to chase down Kay, but Kay can actually turn around for a fissure right now. He does have Trixie to back him up, although there is a level 1 leap. Oh, yep, there's the fissure. No Tail is going to jump right in. Meantime, Lasso is going to be used onto Trixie. He will survive, albeit barely. No, he's not going to survive. The Guna Blade being used to finish off the Keeper of the Light as well. But in the meantime, Mirana has dropped and Omni Slash is still available. There's the Omni Slash being used. 1, 2, 3. It's actually going to get split between Go Black and Silent, but it looks like it's going to end up in a double kill. No Tail uses 1 more Void to take down Silence, and he does get that one out. Scandal now on the run, does have a Blink Dagger. Silence now onto Vigos, but unfortunately, Daytime has just broke. And Night Stalker having a relatively successful daytime. Usually, you're pretty much the best you could expect for is to hit level 11 by the time the day rolls around. That's if you get, like, everything goes for you, which is very rare. But hitting level 9 at this daytime phase, not bad at all. Still hasn't picked up any points in his darkness. I expect to see that at level 10 and 11 for him, so we get that instant level 2, whereas level 1 darkness, 25 seconds, who cares? So he'll get that up, and so far Fnatic's looking pretty good this game. 7-3 is the score, and although the experience earned very, very slightly in favor of Fnatic, it is still in their favor, and any sort of advantage that is going with Fnatic's way really should not be happening, because Team Empire, their lineup is based around getting the early game advantage and then just holding on to that, snowballing, and making sure that Fnatic can't wrest that advantage away from them. But if you just take a look at how this game's going, clearly that is not going to be the case for this game. Empire are playing from behind on a team that really is supposed to be playing from, playing ahead from the get-go. With all this burst damage, with all of their early game presence, they need to have a little bit of early game, and that simply just did not happen. Now 13 minutes into the game, Ira is going to get a lot of the farm, Trix is going to get a lot of the farm, as is No Tail, and hell, even K being left on this bottom lane to get something. Let's see if he could actually manage to get anything done in this bottom lane. He's going to get some CS, try to head towards his, whatchamacallit, as we see, whoa, Keeper of the Light, getting initiated upon by a blinking Bat Rider. My apologies for missing that one. Too interested in seeing this Earthshaker farm. It is just too entrancing. You can see the joy in this hero as he's saying, hey, finally I could get money. Finally, poverty is no longer a worry. Earthshaker. It must suck being an Earthshaker. I hate playing Earthshaker, by the way. He's like one of my most hated heroes. Just because I never have enough mana to do anything, and I never get a Blink Dagger. And I always get killed by like a Bounty Hunter, Nyx Assassin, Night Stalker combination on the other side. It just never goes well whenever I play Earthshaker. I don't know. But 7-4 is that advantage. Empire with a good kill on that top lane. They're finally getting Blur Brain something. Wow, 14 CS. Has picked up 2 Wraith Bands, which I do like. Mirana, if you're getting owned this hard, you need to go for as cost-effective items as possible. And branches are pretty good, and Wraith Band's pretty good as well. Ring of Basilius probably will pick up to turn into an Aquila for the team. Mirana really does not have enough. She's now at last place. As Mirana, as Blur Brain, not a good place to be in. I would not recommend this. This is not a good look for you, Empire. Empire, I mean, they're usually a team that goes super aggressive, and this is the kind of team comp that you can go aggressive with, but they can't. They're so far behind at this point. I mean, they're not actually very far behind, like the golden experience chart aren't showing them too far behind, but they're so far behind from where they actually want to be. You can see Ira 15 minutes in with a Sanjin Yasha. I said this before in the last game when not the last game, I guess. The last game that I casted, where Loda on the... Was that Mirana? That was Mirana. Loda on the Mirana got the Sanjin Yasha, and Admiral Bulldog on the Gyro also got Sanjin Yasha. And I said, hey, who else likes to get Sanjin Yasha? Juggernaut. And here we go. We see Ira packing around that Sanjin Yasha, and he's going to be showing that I am in fact correct about that. So thank you, Ira, for proving me correct. Going to get recalled back up towards this top lane where Blur Brain is going to be the target of focus, it looks like. If the bear can get an entangle, that's going to be a dead Mirana. Leap's going to help a little bit, but really not enough. And here comes Juggernaut with the movement speed. No. Looks like it's just going to be a push on the top lane. No Tail, though. Going to get lasted up. Dreamcoil has been used as well. A roaming party of 4 from Empire. Catch a Night Stalker during the daytime. There's nothing that you could do about that. We do have rotation coming in. Ira, Syndran, as well as K, looking to make a retaliation kill happen, or at least try to defend this mid-tier 1 tower. Still waiting for Ira to drop another Omni Slash. Level 2 Omni Slash at this point will kill, I want to say, anyone from Team Empire. It might even, well, if there's 2 of them, it might not kill both. It will definitely kill one if his slashes are favorable. Worst case scenario, it brings him down to like 1 hit each. But Ira is incredibly powerful right now. It's 111, 112 CS. With another tower that's going to be adding to the funds in his pocket. That's going to be 1900 gold for him. Fortification is going to pop though, and 2 teleport stations coming in instantly fissured. They're looking for an entangle. It's not going to happen. No Tail going to get the silence, and there's the Moonlight Shadow. Not in time though. Puck is already dead. Go Black going to get an LSA on the bear. It's a little bit too little too late. Now everyone up on this top lane for Fnatic and Empire. They do not have everyone up here. This tower is going to drop to this bear. Let's see if they get the deny. It's going to be a little bit difficult. They're not even going to try it. Lone Druid does find that, and Omni Slash being used on Scandal. How do you like your bat sushi? That would be disgusting. I would not eat bad sushi. It does not sound appealing at all. They probably have bacteria and disease and everything in there. But Ira is going to chop them down. Omni Slash really taking no prisoners. In the meantime, Blow Your Brain finally finding some farm on this bottom. I really don't like this Dr. Kleiner. You're going to have to shut the hell up, man. You're talking too much.
I feel sad for them.
Blow Your Brain finally finding some farm. Will get phase boots. Power Treads actually is going to be the item of choice. But Fnatic, they're still pushing up this top lane. Silent, ooh, has stolen Omni Slash. You gotta remember as Juggernaut that, well, really all Juggernaut spells are amazing to steal. Like Blade Fury gives you magic immunity, Healing Ward is ridiculous, and Omni Slash is Omni Slash. But you don't really want to give them Omni Slash. That's the worst thing you can give them. Nighttime pops and immediately No Tail procs the level 2 Darkness. With that Healing Ward on the bear, he's really not losing any HP. Is he taking like no loss at all? Healing Ward is going to get sniped off by Vigos, who does have his Blink Dagger, as does the Batrider. So if they could pick off Ira, or anyone really, could be a route to a good fight. They do not have the Moonlight Shadow just yet, and this bear is still beating down this tower. Does have the armlet up on him. Scandal looking for initiation. See if he's going to find it. There it is. He's going to find No Tail. Vigos is going to come in as well. Omni Slash being used from Silent. This is going to bring down the Night Stalker. But here comes the rest of the team. Dream Coil onto 3 as Ira just spins right on out of that. Arrow's going to fly through. Hit onto the Earthshaker. No Echo Slam is going to come today. He's going to drop. But Ira, he's hungry for blood. He does not have a spin. He's going to get lifted up to the air. But an entangle onto Silent. LSA is going to hold the bear out for a little bit. But it's not in time. Ira still on the chase. He's going to get pushed back by that Flame Break. And it is going to be, in the end, a 1-for-1 trade. Empire lose their Rubik, but they get the Earthshaker in exchange. Oh, wait, nope, No Tail is not done. He's going to beat down Go Black. He should have enough to take this Lina down, unless he gets hit by an LSA. Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave, LSA, where is it? It's not going to happen. The Illuminate flies through, but there's another Omni Slash on cooldown. Scandal's going to get chopped up yet again. Vigos is going to jump in for a blink, get that orb onto Ira as well. It's going to be very close. There's the spin. It's going to let him survive at 18 HP, but Scandal's on the chase. He's not going to hit his Napalm, and the Flame Break's going to miss as well. Trixie's going to try to teleport out, as is Syndra and Arrow going to fly right in between them. They're both going to get out, and Ira, still on the run, going to pop the Healing Ward, going to teleport on out of there. Empire lose their tier 2 tower, and Fnatic get a little bit further ahead, even though that fight from Empire did get them a couple of kills. Just the fact that, well, we now see Ira at 3,300 gold, could go for, hell, you could go Manta style into a, whatchamacallit, oh, or you could Blink Dagger. That's another way to go. Juggernaut, I mean, clearly is not going for that damage roll. He's going for the more utility-ish roll. Lone Druid, I think, is the one who's going to be doing the damage, as this Night Stalker potentially has a Ogre Club, so he's working on a BKB. But at this point, Night Stalker still is a very dangerous hero, just with his nuke alone. And Nighttime still is very, very young, only 9 o'clock, so there's going to be more beatdown in the future. And Empire, their tier 2 towers are at risk. Ira, as long as he has that Healing Ward available, he's going to be using it to keep Trixie's bear alive. And yeah, they're all rotating down to the spot lane. They want the bottom tier 2. They want a hero kill to go with it, but Silent not going to give it to them. Regardless, the bear on the front lines being healed by the Healing Ward, which is what, 3% per second? Yeah, 3% at level 2. And I don't think the tower could even out-damage the Healing Ward if the bear is just sitting there with the Healing Ward. They have to kill off the Healing Ward. We see Empire going to open up with the lasso onto No Tail. Can they bring down this Night Stalker? There's the Fissure as well as a 2-man Dream Coil holding him out. They do not kill off the Night Stalker. What got stolen? I think it was Omni Slash once again. It's actually Healing Ward. The LSA as well as Laguna Blade going to kill off the Night Stalker. Illuminate flies through. Hits well onto 3. There's the arrow. Melee range onto Trixie. Still stunned up. Going to get pushed back by the Flame Break. Where's the Fissure? There's the pulling forward from Ira. Going to try to spin down Scandal. Should be able to take down this kill. The Echo Slam as well as Illuminate going to fly through once again. Not hit up to anyone, however. Ira still wants more. Omni Slash into Blow Your Brain. Goodbye, Mirana. Double kill for him. Instantly stolen by Silent, however. He's looking for an Omni Slash onto anyone he could find. The bear as well as Night Stalker down for Fnatic. Empire trade 2 for 2, which, you know, considering their situation right now, it's pretty much as good as it could get, really. Rubik's still looking for Ira, but he has Yasha, he has Power Treads, whereas Rubik has Arcane Boots, which gives him a little bit of movement speed, but yeah, Blink Dagger is not going to let you keep up with this Juggernaut. It's not going to happen. 403 versus a much lower number that is 350. Opa. Vigos going to find Syndra. He's going to drop a Dream Coil. Does he have a Dream Coil to drop? I cannot click on him. He does not even have it to drop. So it's the teleportation. Now Syndra's going to keep himself alive. Keeper Light getting a rather low amount of gold this game. Usually you see a lot more in Keeper Light just because of how easy it is to get gold with the Illuminate. But K building up his way towards his Blink Dagger. He does have his Arcane Boots 22 minutes into the game, which for an Earthshaker, it's pretty darn good if you have that. you, unless, yeah, they took some towers, so the gold will help the Earthshaker get that set of boots. Now he's going to be going for the Blink into Echo Slam combination. Will help a lot against Team Empire, but really it's Team Empire who are going to be calling the initiation shots. Fnatic, their team just isn't built for initiation. Unless they find Empire clumped up, which isn't going to happen. I mean, Team Empire is Team Empire. They're not going to clump up. It's going to be up to Scandal as well as Vigos to make the initiations happen, and then Fnatic to be reactive towards that initiation. The EKBs are definitely going to help. I'm not sure if they could keep bursting down the Night Stalker during the duration of the lasso and then silence and whatnot. But Fnatic, it's going whether or not the fights go well is going to depend on their counter initiation and how they respond, how fast that fissure comes out to slow down the Batrider, as well as who they decide to silence on that Night Stalker, and if Ira decides to jump in and engage or not. So Empire, they do have the initiation advantage in that sense. So they're completely calling the shots. Even though they're so behind, they're calling the shots. But the question is, will that be enough to bring them back into this game? Gold, as well as experience, now bending towards Empire, which is now what you would finally expect with so much early game presence. But still, I mean, Fnatic, they have big items on Ira. They have a big item upcoming on No Tail soon enough. No, not yet. Lone Druid has his armlet completed. And it's going for a basher, it looks like. Opa. Gotta watch out. Do they have an Omni Slash onto this puck? Oh, no blink. They don't even need Omni Slash. Just blend him down, phase shifting, and try to keep himself alive, but it's not going to be in time. Orb out, and the Illuminate not going to do enough damage, but a 266 crit. Not the biggest number, but he doesn't have any damage items, so fair enough. Going to find a kill onto this puck on this mid lane. Now the Juggernaut going to move down to this bottom lane, where they want to go for round 2 onto this tower. Let's see if Empire can get good initiation off. They do have that Moonlight Shadow, and I don't think there's any true sight for Fnatic. There is a couple sentries onto Syndrome. The bear getting entangled. Entangled onto Blurry Brain. Instantly leaps out of it, though, but this should be the death of Blurry Brain regardless. Once again, Omni Slash onto that Priestess. They really do not like the Mirana. But the tower's going to drop. Double damage onto Ira, helping out in a big way. Silence, this time stealing Healing Ward, which I think it's better to give him Healing Ward than it is to give him Omni Slash. Let's see if Fnatic want to go for Roshan or for that tier 2 next. They still have No Tail in this top lane. Nighttime, it is 2 AM, so Nighttime still has about 4 in-game hours left. Ira does still have the double damage rune. I can't click on him because he's surrounded by bears. He does a little bit. Nah, there it goes. He's going to run out. But 4,300 gold on him. What is he going to go for next? Blink Dagger Sanjin Yashi is going for complete mobility right now. He's going to go for a Imperial Blade? Maybe? Maybe some damage. Or Aegis, possibly. Yeah, just Aegis.
A fine piece of work.
Roshan drops and Vigos walks right over a Sentry Ward. The rest of the entire team will walk right over that same Sentry Ward, so there's going to be no surprises here, although No Tail might get caught off with the Dream Coil. There's the lasso to follow up as well, going to bring him back into the game. Laguna Blade is being used, and Night Stalker does drop. Moonlight Shadow instantly to follow up. Fissure as well as Illuminate hitting hard into Rubik, but he does have that Healing Ward still up. Although what? It's dead, okay. So they find a retaliation kill on this Night Stalker, who really has been the target of focus for Empire for the entire game. It's important that you take off that Night Stalker. That silence, as I said before, is crippling. Because, get it? That was weak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, it is crippling. I mean, it makes you miss, which isn't really going to matter this time, but just not being able to cast as the puck or as the Batrider, you're screwed. Nothing really you can do about that. Really want to know what Ira is going to go for this time. I mean, Blink Dagger, it's not going to be a Force Staff. I hope it's not going to be a Force Staff, because like Blink Dagger on the Juggernaut is weird enough already. He wants to chase down the puck, he wants to chase down the Batrider, who have those blinking spells, as well as the Mirana, who has Leap. But at a certain point, it's like, come on. You're really going to go for that much mobility on this guy? You should probably just go right clicks or tanky. If he goes tanky, that would be really cool, I think. Just get a really tanky Juggernaut, heal a whole bunch of that Healing Ward. But he's sitting at 5,000 gold and looks like he's not making a decision quite yet, so we'll check up on him a little bit later. Syndrome almost has his mech completed. We'll have it in after this camp, actually. Just one more Illuminate. We'll give him that mech. And BKB on the Night Stalker not quite up yet either. Basher should be up on Trixie at this point. Where is his bear? There it is. Basher is in fact up. And Empire wanted to start taking some of this mid lane. No Tail is around, but they gotta watch out for this blinking Batrider. He's gonna find K. And K just mashing that R button right now. Is he going to get it off? He is going to get it off. Nothing else, though. Got as much damage as he can. Didn't hit too hard onto Empire. Did have 1 point in no field. Tried to defend against that. Oh, wait. They're going to go for more. Trixie going to get hit by a Dream Coil. Illuminate, though. Going to wipe out the rest of that hero. And Juggernaut, in the meantime, blinking forward for an Omni Slash onto Mirana yet again. Silence going to try to run away from here. Has Omni Slash of his own. Getting telekinesis Era, but he's not going to be in time. Force-staffing himself back. Who force-staffed? What? Was that? Oh, that was Lina. She done goofed. Go Black just killed off the Rubik. Oopsies. It's going to be 3 down for Empire. Fnatic only losing K. And this is going to be another tier 2 tower going in the way of Fnatic as well. Batrider going to get spotted out. Silence, and he's going to get shredded down. Force Staff going to get pushed all over the place, but he's not going to escape this one. Fissure onto Go Black as well, but they don't want to chase this up. Oh, screw it. No Tail wants in. Void onto Go Black. They know that Lina's the only one alive. Silence. And you're not going anywhere. One more paw swipe from the bear, and Lina drops. Blur Brain finally revives, but you know, every time Mirana revives, we have Era going to be gunning for him with that Omni Slash. Been used, I'm pretty sure every single time has been used on the Mirana. Probably with the exception of a couple. Now Era, what's it going to be? Heart of Tarrasque? I would like to see that. Oh. Oh, yes. Fine Rapier. I could give Empire a chance. Not a big chance, but a chance. That would be pretty baller. Gotta say, I would like to see that happen. Siege on the tier 3 is going to start up. Era does have a healing ward available. Not yet with that Omni Slash, and well, Silence trying to do what he can. Era doesn't give crap, and he's going to get entangled as well. Bear taking a good amount of damage. Will be killed, actually. Trixie's going to have to resummon this. The healing ward going to heal everyone back up from Fnatic. They do still have the Aegis. They want to push the issue. They're falling back, however. They know that there's initiation on the enemy side. And initiation over here is a lot more dangerous than initiation over here. Because if you get pulled up here, this huge solid wall is going to be a pain in the ass, and there's tier 3 towers to worry about. So they really don't want to get pulled back up to that wall. And it looks like they will just fall back, at least for the moment. Earthshaker this time does have a Blink Dagger. I think Fnatic Empire know about that. I think he might have had the Blink Dagger when he got picked off by the Batrider in that mid lane fight. Of course, it wasn't much of a use for him. He had initiation from the Batrider. The Batrider was gracious enough. It's actually going to be a Radiance. A very, very late Radiance. The idea behind this is that Era just wants to get rid of these Blink Daggers. If you're going for Puck and he's phase shifted, if you have a Radiance, then he's probably not going to blink out. Unless he already has not taken any damage. But just using this Radiance to lock down the Blink Daggers, Juggernaut I mean, Radiance is a damage item, 9 times out of 10, but this time it's a utility item. It's saying, I don't want to deal with this Blink Dagger from Scandal or Vigos, so I'm just going to go for a Radiance. I mean, he's not the tankiest of heroes. I wouldn't even recommend Radiance in any of your ordinary games. Even if you get it quickly on the Juggernaut, I wouldn't recommend it, just because you're so soft. You're probably not going to live very long with that Radiance, drawing all the focus towards you. But in this situation, when the only thing you have to worry about is initiation, then go for that Radiance. Just shut down those Blink Daggers, and then the rest of your team is going to be thanking you for it. They'll be able to go to town as easily as they possibly can. It's going to add a little bit of pushing power as well, but 30 minutes in, the Radiance, as I said before, is not for the damage. It is for the Blink Dagger shutdown. It's a hefty investment for that, but really there's no other item that will do that for you. Unless I'm missing something? No, I don't think any other item will do that for you.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Just a small creep wave, which Era is going to gladly farm up. They're running out a lot of time on this Aegis. It is going to actually be reclaimed by Roshan. So Fnatic going to play it, slow and steady. They're just going to wait for this Aegis to time out, wait for another Roshan to come as well. All the while they're getting their farm, because as I said before, Empire, their damage finally starting to come up with Blow Your Brain, but with 5 deaths already to his name, he's starting to increase the gold per minute, his position on the gold per minute chart, but it really pales in comparison. Juggernaut leading the way, Lone Druid, then Night Stalker. There's a lot of gold per minute on these guys. And although Syndran as well as K are very, very far behind, it's really doesn't really matter, because Earthshaker doesn't need to be a high level to stun someone. Keeper of the Light is just there for a maxed out Illuminate and Blinding Flash if it really comes to that. But you look at that, Illuminate maxed out, Chakra Magic maxed out, Mech on him. What more could you want as the Keeper of the Light? So we're going to see a little bit of a pause here, but as I keep on saying, Empire, they're not looking too good. They're taking a couple of better fights, but it's simply not good enough. And oh my god, this is going to be a refresher orb from Era. Ordinarily, I would say it's a Battle Fury, which could be. I mean, if you go, it's a very late Battle Fury, yes, but if you clear creep waves really quickly, he could just be a split pushing Juggernaut. Does have a Keeper of the Light on his side. So between Radiance, Spin, as well as Battle Fury, that might be enough to, you know, pressure some people from Empire back. I'm just saying Refresher Orb because he's gone for this really, really wonky build already. Might as well make it even more wonky. Gonna buy something? No? Just thinking about it. Saying hi to the shopkeeper. You gotta say hello to that guy. He'll give you discounts. Occasionally. Barely ever. Ira, the Blink Dagger. He sees his target on the top lane. And Blow Your Brain, he has an Omni Slash waiting for him. Secret Agent Ira. Let's see if we get a solo kill onto this Mirana with an Omni Slash. Oh, no he cannot. Blow Your Brain smells him coming because of the set Observer Ward from the Dire. They can just push down this top lane, however. They do not have the Aegis. They waited perfectly until the Aegis ran out to try to make a play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, we do see Vigos's bottom lane going to force 2 TPs back. Ira going to blink forward for that Radiance burn. Oh, come on, Ira. You have a Radiance. You're stacked. Just go get him. Just go get him. It's 2,300 gold. Just wants more farm, but come on.
The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
Okay, I really don't like any of these announcers. I'm just gonna do that. Juggernaut, stop being so obnoxious. Vigos as well, Scan looking for initiation on this bottom lane. But it looks like they're gonna be the ones to get initiated upon. Firefly is gonna be down by the time this bear hits, and Night Stalker is coming in as well. Nighttime is almost going to break, and Vigos, a blink into Radiance burn means that he can't blink away. Here comes the bear though, gonna perfectly set an intercept course, but Vigos should be able to just blink away, teleport out. He's gonna be just fine. Go Black gonna do the exact same thing. And Fnatic just playing patiently. They definitely don't want Empire to take any more of their towers, even though they could afford to. They could definitely afford to lose them. Couriers, what are you doing? Oh man, that was Ira's item. But of course he's gonna wait until he has like 5,000 before he spends anything again. Bottle. That statue looks pretty good. Double damage rune on the Juggernaut. And Roshan timer is almost up in a minute. So No Tail, as soon as nighttime pops, he's gonna pop his own darkness, and they're gonna go for Puck. Oh, they see him. Blink into Radiance Burn. No, why blink into Radiance Burn? That's a little bit late now, man. I mean, he has a phase shift. Ira though, he doesn't really care. Silence onto the Puck, that'll do it. Double damage being popped as well. Puck down, and that means a mid lane push possibly. The Bear's already working on that. Possibly just push it down to the tier 3s, send in a couple creep waves, and then move back for Roshan. But Ira, he has an Omni Slash now, and well, where's Blow Your Brain? He has an Omni Slash, and he doesn't know who to use it on. Bear on the front lines. Oh, there you go. Go Black. Ooh, gonna dodge the rest of it with that Ghost Scepter, but Night Stalker with the Void gonna pick that kill off regardless. Healing Ward is up, and a beautiful Fissure hitting Blow Your Brain as soon as he comes, making a giant wall. Arrow's gonna fly, hit onto Ira. Can they lasso? They actually hit the bear. Not sure if that's what they wanted to do or not. They were stacked up right on top of each other because of the phase boots. Either way, Vigos is now back alive. Silence stole the Omni Slash, not gonna do anything. He's gonna get silenced and killed straight after. He's another 4-staff, but the spin is gonna be there. Trixie with the kill. Mid-Raxes have been taken by Team Fnatic. Now they're just gonna go straight for the Roshan. They don't have the healing ward, but really they don't need it. Bottle's still up on the Juggernaut. That's not even his bottle, I don't think. Yeah, it's No Tail's bottle. 2,400 gold, Night Stalker. Really not being the most influential this game, but hey, just having that silence to shut down the Puck. And Empire down 23-12 with a fairly large disadvantage. I would say this is moderately big, moderately huge. And Roshan, oh, Vigos, baller status level 0. Not even gonna try it. The Lincoln Sphere for Juggernaut. Interesting. Doesn't want that lasso, I guess, but he wasn't. No Tail should be looking for a Lincoln Sphere, really. Fnatic, Ira is the one who's always getting the jump on the enemy team, but now he has an Aegis. This is the weirdest Juggernaut build I've ever seen in my life, but it makes sense. This is the flexibility of the Juggernaut right here, and this is another reason why you should not just copy builds from the pros, because if you go for this build, this build is silly, but it works in this particular game. There's the lasso initiation onto Trixie. That's the tankiest hero onto Fnatic. Laguna Blaze being used, but a huge Echo Slam from K, gonna instantly wipe out Blow Your Brain's illusions. Dream Coil onto 2. Dream Coil, the Echo Slam stolen by Silent, but it looks like it's not gonna matter. Instantly 3 down for Empire, and Trixie is still alive. 4 staff out from Go Black. Is there an Omni Slash in 3, 2, 1? Omni Slash the Fountain. Omni Slash the just go for Axes. Just screw it. End the game. Trixie was able to survive all of that with a little bit of support from the Echo Slam on the Earthshaker. As I said before, even though he didn't get a lot of gold, that Blink Echo Slam is really all you need. Chunks down Empire really heavily, and Scandal's gonna call it. Ira, here we go. Here we go. You're gonna use that magic. Oh, you probably shouldn't. Okay, Scandal. Ghost Scepter is up on him. So just Omni Slash him. Omni Slash you. Ghost Scepter. And Ira blinks out. This is some weird stuff. Weird Dota going on right now. But 27-13. Fnatic do take this game over Team Empire. So we're going to be moving on to game number 2. Oh no. Oh, Fissure and Trixie is going to beat him down. We're going to move on to game number 2 where hopefully Empire will choose something a little bit more normal. And, you know, hopefully that happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If not, let me know why. But, yeah, let's go to the next game. GG.